Right. So, AI is like the hot topic right now.
Yeah.
It seems like it's changing everything. And, one of the things we hear a lot about is how it's shaking up the world of SEO, especially as we look ahead to 2025 and beyond. So I'm really excited to dive into this article you sent over. Will AI replace SEO in 2025? 9 ways to adapt. And I have to say, this
Yeah.
has got some seriously thought-provoking stuff in it. It seems like it's geared towards accounting firms. But honestly, the insights are pure gold for anyone with an online presence, which, let's face it, is pretty much all of us these days.
Absolutely. You hit the nail on the head. This whole AI and SEO thing, it's a question I get asked a lot. Like, is SEO dead?
Yeah.
And the short answer is no. But AI is definitely changing the game. It's evolving in some really fascinating ways.
Okay, so let's break this down a bit. The article talks about how AI is kind of pushing search engines to go beyond just keywords. Like they're getting seriously smart about understanding what users actually want, what their intent is behind the search.
Exactly. Think about it. When was the last time you meticulously typed out a perfectly worded search query into Google?
I know I don't.
Right. These days, you're probably just talking to your phone, barking commands at Alexa, or asking Siri a question while you're in the middle of making dinner.
Which I do all the time.
Right. It's like AI is trying to figure out what you really need, even if you don't know how to articulate it perfectly.
It's almost like it's reading our minds, which is
Yeah.
a little freaky,
Yeah.
but also kind of amazing. And the article gives some great examples of how this plays out in real life. Like,
Yeah.
you know how sometimes you Google something
Yeah.
and you get a direct answer right at the top of the results page? Like it's giving you the Cliffs Notes version without you even having to click on anything.
Right. That's AI pulling from various sources and basically summarizing everything for you, which as a user is super convenient.
Super convenient.
But it does raise a question. If people are getting their answers without clicking on websites, what happens to website traffic?
Right.
That's the big worry everyone has. It's one of the biggest anxieties around AI and SEO.
Totally. And this is where the article's focus on accounting firms gets really interesting, even if you're not an accountant, because it illustrates the point perfectly. Like imagine you're an accounting firm. That used to rely on blog posts about tax deadlines to attract clients. People would Google tax deadline 2025, land on your blog post, and boom, you've got a potential lead. But now, AI can just tell people those deadlines without them having to click anywhere.
Exactly. And that's where the need to adapt comes in. Like, this isn't the end of SEO. It's just an evolution. AI might be providing those answers, but it's still pulling that information from top-ranking websites. So good SEO practices, they're still absolutely essential.
So it's not about panicking, it's about adapting.
Exactly.
I like that. And the article does a nice job of breaking down the different types of searches. To
Yeah.
illustrate this point, they talk about informational searches, which are those quick fact-finding missions where you want the answer right away. But then there are transactional or commercial searches, which are more about taking action, like buying something or hiring a service.
Exactly. So if someone searches accountant near me, they're not just browsing. They're ready to hire someone. And they are going to click through to websites. That's where the transaction happens. But your website needs to be optimized to convert those clips into clients. And that's where SEO becomes even more critical.
So it's almost like AI is pushing us to be better, to really up our game.
In a way. Yeah.
Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Okay, so this is where things get really interesting. The article actually ran an experiment with ChatGPT, that AI chatbot everyone's talking about. They asked it to find accounting firms in Aurora, Colorado. And get this, the criteria ChatGPT used to rank the firms were things like online reputation, services listed, local expertise, online activity.
Wow. Those are all core components of modern SEO best practices.
Right.
Like ChatGPT's thinking like a search engine itself, looking for the same signals of quality and relevance that we as SEO professionals have been focusing on for years.
It's kind of mind-blowing. So to confirm their suspicions, they then Googled the same query.
And guess what?
The results were almost identical.
Wow. So it's like AI is validating good SEO.
That's reassuring, to be honest. But it also means we need to understand these new rules of the game. Which brings us to the 9 ways to adapt to this AI-driven SEO world. The article outlines, don't worry, we're not going to just rattle off a list. We're going to unpack these in a way that's actually helpful.
Yeah, I'd do it.
I promise. Okay, so the first one, it really sets the stage for everything else. It's all about building trust, both with Google and AI. And they call it EEAT, experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. It's Google's framework for assessing the quality of content.
It makes sense, though. Think about it. If you were asking a friend for advice On, say, financial planning, you'd probably trust the friend with years of experience in finance over someone who just read a couple articles online.
Oh, yeah,
If you
definitely.
Google. And AI, by extension, are learning to do the same thing.
Interesting.
It's not just about sounding smart, it's about actually being an authority in your field. And that's something AI is picking up on more and more.
This also ties into the article's emphasis on quality over quantity, which I think is a huge shift in how we think about content creation. They even point out how search queries themselves have evolved. People aren't just typing in keywords anymore. They're asking full-blown questions, almost like they're having a conversation with the search engine.
Right. It's like, hey, Google, how do I bake the perfect sourdough loaf? Not just sourdough recipe.
Exact.
So instead of churning out tons of short, keyword-stuffed articles, the focus needs to be on creating in-depth, high-quality content that genuinely answers those questions.
It's about becoming a resource, not just a search result. And that's where things get really interesting. When we factor in AI's ability to personalize search results, the article talks about how AI is getting incredibly good at tailoring those results based on your location,
Yeah.
your browsing history, even your preferences.
Oh, absolutely. AI is taking personalization to a whole new level, so your content needs to be laser-focused on your target audience. Think local, think specific, think about what makes your business unique.
It's like those targeted ads that seem to know what you're thinking before you even think it. A little creepy.
But also incredibly effective if you're the one doing the targeting. And speaking of effective, the article highlights the power of multimedia in this AI-driven world. Videos, infographics, anything that breaks up the monotony of text
Yeah.
and makes the information more digestible and engaging.
And this isn't just a matter of keeping people entertained. It's about how our brains actually process information. Visuals are processed way faster than text, and AI is catching on to that. Websites that incorporate multimedia are likely to stand out, both to search engines and to users.
Okay, so here comes a term that might sound a bit technical, but it's super important. Schema markup.
Schema markup. Don't let the jargon scare you. It's basically a way to add labels to your content so that search engines and AI can easily identify what's what.
So it's like giving AI a cheat sheet to understand your content.
Exactly. It's about making your content more machine readable,
Yeah.
which in the age of AI is absolutely crucial. Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
This article is full of clever tips. Another one I loved is the idea of creating resources that AI can't easily replicate. Things like calculators, checklists, interactive tools. They call them AI-proof resources. And they can be a fantastic way to drive traffic because AI can't just whip those up on the fly.
It's about offering something unique and valuable that sets you apart in a world where AI can generate content in the blink of an eye.
I like that. AI-proof. I'm going to use that. And then there's the reminder we all need to hear. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. The article really stresses the importance of diversifying your online presence beyond just Google,
Oh, absolutely. That's key.
like investing. You wouldn't put all your money in one stock.
Right.
Same principle applies to your online presence. Think social media, email marketing, even building a community around your brand.
I love that. Building a community.
It's all about meeting your audience where they are, and AI can actually help you figure out where that is. But even if they find you through AI-powered recommendations on, say, social media, your website still needs to be ready to convert them. That's why the article emphasizes optimizing your key pages, especially landing pages.
Your website is your home base. It has to be solid.
For sure.
People might already know about you from AI-powered search results or recommendations. So when they land on your website, it needs to seal the deal, make sure it's easy to navigate, mobile-friendly, and clearly showcases your expertise and services.
Okay, and for all our listeners who run local businesses, take note. The article really hammers home the importance of your Google business profile. Make sure it's up to date, complete with accurate contact information, services offered, and client reviews. AI is increasingly pulling information from these profiles to provide local search results.
It's becoming your digital storefront, especially for local businesses.
Absolutely.
You have to make sure it's sparkling.
And we're even seeing real-world examples of businesses successfully implementing these AI-driven SEO strategies. The article highlights an Irish accounting firm that's ranking second on ChatGPT for online accounting firm in Ireland. Proof that this stuff works,
It's not just theory, it's actually happening.
which is really encouraging
It is.
to see that it's
Yeah.
actually playing out in
And
the real world.
Absolutely. And what's even more exciting is that this isn't just about gaming the system or trying to outsmart AI. These strategies are ultimately about creating a better online experience for users and delivering valuable content. building trust, and making it easier for people to find what they're looking for.
I love that. It's about doing things the right way
It's
for the right
perfect.
reasons. It's
Yeah.
a win-win
Yeah.
for everyone.
Exactly.
I feel like we've gone from is SEO dead to wow, AI is making SEO even more interesting.
It really is a fascinating evolution. And you know what's really striking to me is how AI is kind of pushing us to up our game in a way that ultimately benefits everyone. We have to create better content, truly understand our audience, and think more strategically about our entire online presence. It's a challenge for sure, but it's also an incredible opportunity.
Yeah, I love that perspective. It's not about being intimidated by AI. It's about seeing it as this tool that can help us reach new heights.
And this article we're deep diving into, it gives us some really solid advice on how to do just that.
It does. It really does.
So, okay, if you had to distill it down to like one core takeaway, what would it be?
That's a good question. I think the most important thing is to start with a mindset shift. Instead of viewing AI as this threat, embrace it as a powerful ally. Think of it as a collaborator, a tool that can help you achieve your goals in ways you might not have even imagined before.
I love that. Working with AI, not against it.
Exactly.
And you know, the 9 strategies we've discussed, they provide a great framework for doing just that.
So just to kind of recap, make sure these really sink in. Can we run through them quickly?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so number 1, remind me.
Number 1 is all about building trust and authority. And that's where EEE comes in. Experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness.
Okay, EEAT, got it. What's next?
Number 2 is quality over quantity. Create in-depth, valuable content that answers real questions your audience is asking.
Okay, makes sense. We're moving beyond those keyword-stuffed articles. What about number 3?
Number 3 is personalization. AI is getting incredibly good at tailoring search results, so your content needs to be laser-focused on your specific target audience.
It's all about relevance.
Very
Getting the answer to the question someone is asking. Okay, on to number 4.
Number 4 is the power of multimedia. Don't forget about it. Incorporate videos, infographics, other engaging formats to make your content more digestible and appealing.
Yeah, our brains love visuals. What about number 5?
Number 5 is schema markup, which helps search engines and AI understand your content better. It's like giving them a behind-the-scenes look at how your content is structured.
Okay, schema markup.
Yeah.
Starting to get this. What's next?
Number 6, remember those AI-proof resources we talked about. Things like calculators, checklists, interactive tools. These are things AI can't easily replicate and can be a great way to attract traffic.
Love that idea. Okay, number 7.
Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Diversify your online presence beyond just Google. Think social media, email marketing, building a community.
It's all about meeting your audience where they are, right?
Number 8.
Optimize your key pages for conversions. Make sure your website is easy to navigate, mobile-friendly, and clearly showcases your expertise.
So even if AI is sending traffic your way, you still need to make sure your website can convert those visitors into customers. And finally, number 9, Google Business Profile. Keep it up to date and complete, especially if you're a local business. It's becoming increasingly important as AI pulls information from these profiles to provide local search results.
Okay, wow. 9 strategies to conquer the AI-driven SEO world. It might seem like a lot, but the good news is you don't have to implement them all at once.
Definitely not. Start with 1 or 2 that resonate with you and your business. Experiment, see what works, and build from there.
That's good advice. So one thing that really stuck with me from the article is this idea of user intent. Like AI is changing how we interact with information online. It's not just about searching anymore. It's about having conversations.
That is so true. Think about how you use voice assistants like Siri or Alexa. You're not just typing in keywords. You're asking questions, having back and forths.
We're talking to our devices, which is a little strange to think about.
It is a little strange.
But it's also kind of amazing. And you know, this conversational aspect of search, it's only going to become more prevalent as AI gets smarter.
Oh, absolutely. We're moving towards a world where we can literally talk to our devices and get the information we need.
And that has big implications for how we create content.
Huge implications.
You can't just write for robots anymore. We have to write for humans who are having conversations with robots.
Exactly. We need to think about how our content would sound in a conversational setting. Is it clear, concise, engaging? Does it answer the questions people are actually asking?
It's almost like we need to become storytellers. As much as content creators, we need to craft narratives that capture attention and hold interest, even in a conversational setting.
I love that analogy. It's about making your content something people want to listen to, not just skim through. And I think that's where the human element of content creation becomes even more important.
Yeah, because as good as AI is getting, it can't replicate the creativity, the empathy, the understanding
Yeah.
that humans bring to the table.
Absolutely. AI can help with research, analysis, even generating content ideas. But it's up to us to bring that content to life, to infuse it with personality and emotion.
It's about being human in a world that's becoming increasingly automated. And that brings us to another crucial point the article made, building trust and authority.
So important.
As AI becomes more prevalent in search, people are going to be looking for sources they can rely on. They want to know that the information they're getting is accurate and trustworthy. And that's where building a strong brand reputation comes in.
It really is.
It's about showcasing your expertise, establishing credibility, and fostering genuine connections with your audience. It's about showing up as a real person, not just a faceless website or a robot.
Couldn't have said it better myself. And I think that's a perfect point to transition to the next part of our deep dive, where we'll explore some real-world examples of businesses successfully navigating this AI-driven landscape.
You know, it's amazing to think about how much the search landscape has shifted just in the past few years.
It really is. And, change can be kind of daunting sometimes, but it's also incredibly exciting.
Yeah, for sure. And I think this article did a fantastic job of not just, highlighting the challenges, but also illuminating the incredible opportunities
Yeah.
that come with this new era of AI-driven search.
Absolutely. It's like anything else. The more you understand it, the less intimidating it becomes. And the more you experiment and explore, the more you discover all those hidden gems of possibility.
Totally.
Yeah.
So for our listeners who are ready to dive in
Yeah.
and start experimenting, what would you recommend as like a first step? Where should they focus their energy?
That's a good question. I think the most important thing is to start with a mindset shift. Instead of viewing AI as this big scary threat, embrace it as a powerful ally. Think of it as a collaborator, a tool that can help you achieve your goals in ways you might not have even imagined before.
I love that. Working with AI,
Yeah,
not against it.
exactly.
And those 9 strategies we talked about, they give us a really great framework for doing just that.
They-
So whether you're focusing on building trust and authority with EET,
Yeah.
creating high-quality content that answers real questions, or leveraging the power of multimedia, these strategies are all designed to help you thrive in this new AI-driven landscape.
Couldn't agree more.
And remember, you don't have to do everything at once. Start with 1 or 2 strategies that really resonate with you and your business.
Yeah.
Experiment, see what works, and build from there.
It's all about that iterative process, Try things out, see what sticks,
Exactly.
and adjust as you go.
It's a journey, not a destination.
Well said. I like that.
So, as we wrap up this deep dive, I think the biggest takeaway for me is that the future of search is here, and it's full of possibilities.
It really is.
It's a little bit unknown, a little bit scary, but mostly it's exciting.
I agree.
So embrace the unknown, stay curious, and let's see where this incredible journey takes us.
Cheers to that.